Friday, April 21st, 1944, number 46, Dialogue. The confiscation of Jewish apartments in Budapest has begun. The homeless are herded into a part of the city designated as the ghetto. We do not know when this fate will reach Hanna and Josef, but as a result of the last dialogue, we are able to face this threatening development with relative calm. The outer situation has not improved, it has worsened. But we have become more calm and centered, and so today's message is a song of joy. Speaks and the four sing. Always create, always act. Without raising a hand, without wanting to, you act. You become human, for you receive heavenly force. The five is with you helping. Faith grows with fire, the fog lightens. The seeing see, the hearing hear, the dying live, the living bear witness. The song never ends. But the dividing wall ends. Babylon has crumbled. The song soars aloft, never-ending joy and peace. The end is the beginning. In the beginning is the Word, and the Word dwells in you. Seek it always. The seeker will find, but death seeks you in vain. Never again will it find you. The seed is sown, it will not be withdrawn if the soil is good. In good soil it will not repose for long. Everything perishes, but the seed remains. Only the seed is eternal. It is sown. It sprouts, grows, and brings forth new seed. This is the cycle. The essence is the seed, eternally sprouting stem. Take good care only of this. Be filled with it, arise with it, rest with it. The greatest force of all dwells in the sprouting seed. It bursts great rocks asunder, for the glorious one dwells within it. We serve you, for the glorious one dwells also in you. The song rises up. New world, free, broad and true. There you have a place to live, a place that can never be taken from you, but you can give it on. The world thirsts. In you is the source. The world screams. In you is silence. The world weeps. In you is the only balm. Bridge above the whirlpool, grace above the law, smile above the scream, peace above the madness, not the end of the war, the new. Let it be, the new. Swear to heaven that you will bring it about. What is without sinks. What is within shall be fulfilled. And between new heaven and new earth comes the human. Rejoice with us. Who is against us? Together we find the faith of the new way. May the smile never leave your lips. The one who fails to find it remains imprisoned, but the one who acts through the divine is forever free. Spoke and the four sang. Speaks to you every day. Listen well. Heaven be with you. Friday, April 22nd, 1944. Number 47, Dialogue. The one who measures speaks. I bring the taste of the new word. What has given, I give on. Only the word divinely given is true. only the word divinely given is to be given on. Any excess is wasteful. The word acts. The true word raises. The false word buries. It buries not the living, but the level to which it belongs. The soul of the fourth level thus dies. There is still the animal, the horse. If there is excessive movement, the third level dies. There is still the plant, the grass. If there is excessive growth, and the body made to swell, the second level dies. There is still the stone, too much indolence, and the first level dies. The one who shines speaks. If the word is true, if Ö speaks through you, then the separating wall crumbles. The fogs lighten, the fifth opens the bud. The sixth creates the form, from the force of the seventh, the crown, the fruit. These three levels all thrive on the heavenly tree. There the fruit of the eternal life ripens. Who tastes of this fruit has but one desire, to serve the divine. The great secret is, not the excess, but the more. The fruit of the seventh grows in the divine orchard. the Lord of all fruits, harvests when the time is ripe. Blossom, bring forth fruit. The empty hand is deplorable. The one who helps speaks. Disaster, war, and darkness are nothing but lack of fruit. Blossom, bring forth fruit. Is the hunger of the hungry, the demand for bread, tears of those who suffer. Is the cry of those in need. There is already enough old wheat. Seek the name of the new, the name, for the word creates. May the mouth serve only the word. May the eye gaze only upon the new. May the hand act only for the divine. May it no longer take but give. May peace come at last. Swear to heaven that you will bring it about. This is the second time we have been exhorted, swear to heaven that you will bring it about. This troubles me, for I have no idea how to accomplish the task. Editor's note. The following text was found in the notes of Lily from Dialogue 47, dated April 22, 1944. Is the measure, of the essence is the fruit, not the tree. Whether small or large, the apple is one, round, whole, and this is grace. The tree strives toward heaven, but it is the fruit that is wise. It is the round ball in which measure is fulfilled. Nothing is lacking in the fruit. Take your measure from this. From the fruit you recognize the tree. Regarding only the trunk yields nothing. Strive not toward heaven like the trunk. It is in the fruit that heaven dwells, only there. All measure and measuring is done with the divine. The one appears in manifold measure. From infinite variety, one image. No measure equals another. If reason measures, all is lost, for the divine alone takes measure. The divine alone is measure. The fruit reveals not only if the act was good or bad, the fruit reveals the measure. The tree strives toward heaven, its fruit rolls to the earth. The tree will be felled, but its fruit is eternal, because its fruit contains the seed. Friday, April 28, 1944. Number 48. Dialogue. The oath is decision. When the seed begins to sprout, it departs from the old husk, its seed identity, and leaves its former self behind. Only thus can it bring forth new seeds. 1 20, another perhaps 40. This is the only way. The oath to heaven does not bind, the oath to heaven releases. What was seed becomes bread. But take heed. Do not sow the seed in the earth. There's enough wheat. The granaries have long been filled, but heaven is still empty. There no one has yet sown the seed. Sow it where no one has yet dared to sow it. The seed sown in earth, even if the sower stumbles, finds its place and sprouts. The sower of the seed in heaven may not stumble, for then the seed would fall back sproutless. The field of heaven, the 7, was plowed up long ago. Sow the seed there, and a wonder will sprout, and never again will there be a lack of bread. Every empty hand will be filled, and every empty lack appeased. Listen well. The seed corn is not to be eaten. The devil rejoices at bread baked from seed corn. Until now, wheat grew up to heaven. From now on, heavenly wheat descends to earth. But where is heaven? Up there? Down here? Truly, heaven reposes in you. I feel relief. Our oath to heaven helps to release us from the old and open ourselves to the new. On April 27th, the first deportations to Auschwitz under Adolf Eichmann took place from the countryside of Hungary. Friday, April 28, 1944, number 49, Dialogue. The angels unexpectedly pay us a visit this evening. Taken by surprise and with no writing materials at hand, I am able to note down only the final part of the message. Adam hid himself before the divine. He had lost the way. Pointed toward heaven on the cross. Crucified on the cross, the human son cried out, my Father, why hast thou forsaken me?" But God did not answer. The one who seeks does not find. The one who knocks is not allowed to enter. Only what has been lost can be sought after. I ask myself, does this mean that Jesus in his agony had lost the living contact with his Father? One who seeks does not find, for behold, every way leads to death. Every beginning leads to an end. Who alone is, and who is the way? One who hurries along the way arrives nowhere. One who stands still on the way finds nothing. After a long silence, the angel continues to speak about the wedding of heaven and earth, the subject of the first part of this unforeseen dialogue, which I had been unable to note down. Rejoice! The bride and groom are merely duality, are merely the vessel where ecstasy dwells. Bride and bridegroom, creator created, light and shadow are but vessels. Only ecstasy, only being drunk with light is divine. These words astound and shock me. Only later do I understand that as long as we are still seeking, we are not yet united with the divine. Hanna was in such intimate union with the angels that she was able to convey this without the slightest hesitation. I have the impression that the angels always speak to Hanna with as much intensity as she is able to bear. I feel these changes of intensity myself, for sometimes I am totally nourished, while at others I can scarcely follow. Is this because my receptivity varies, or is it due to the intensity of the messages? Friday, May 5th, 1944. Number 50. Dialogue. The district surrounding the synagogue has already been transformed into a ghetto. It is horribly overcrowded. False identity papers are hot items on the black market. I propose this solution to my friends, but they refuse to even consider any form of deceptive method. The great hope of thousands of Jews is their new guardian angel, Raoul Wallenberg. With his Swedish passports, which could save them from otherwise almost certain extermination, perfectly organized by the Nazi mass murderer Adolf Eichmann. All the heavenly forces hover above you and wait for you to be their hand. They bring this message: do not flee. Before and after earthly death, all is but a dream. Only above death will you find life. Life is serving. You are dear to the divine. You please, for your heart is full. Do not hurry, do not tarry. Be with the one who measures speaks. The one who measures is now the gardener, and is allowed to protect you if your soul rises high above. Love, seek. The soul of the gardener trembles, but you are trusted. The divine seed will sprout. We are all here with you, and we will remain with you. Space begins beneath us and widens out below. We know neither space nor time. Raise yourself up. Thus we can always be united, always. The new world cries out to you, imploring to be born. The One dwells in you. Can your head know fear when the divine dwells in your heart? The foot races, the hand grabs, the head panics, and why? Place your feet solidly on the ground, bow your head, and fold your hands. For behold, life dwells in the heart, and in your heart is the way. The truth is, only the divine is. We are all but images, angel, human, animal, flower, and stone. These are but images. Is all. Do not flee, even to us. To flee is to remain in darkness, dreaming. If the dream is real for you, then it becomes ever denser, embodied. You had to dream, but now you are awakeners, not dreamers. These words awaken many questions in me. Did we freely accept to dream this earthly life so as to become able to awaken other dreamers? Even if our dream is extremely difficult? In accepting it, can we awaken and then become able to awaken others? Awaken and never flee before the task. If your whole life is devoted to serving, believe me, all that has been planned will come to be. We speak the truth, we do not console. Consolation is for the feeble. Consolation is for those whose soul is darkened, who do not see the light. But you, with full heart and shining face, you, whose words and deeds breathe life, give one another your hands. Whenever one from among you is weak, give help. He walked on water, and yet a garden saw him weep. This image of Jesus, with his superhuman capacities and his very human tears in the Garden of Gethsemane, it touches me deeply. We are sitting around a square table, and without our having noticed it, our hands form the shape of a cross. Behold the sign of the cross filled with force. The cross no longer stands, it is at rest. The task is no longer death. The task is life. Silence. Let us now sing a song. Lord of all, you are one with us. This song is our life. You are one with us. We seek nothing more. With our eyes behold, with our hands act, in our hearts be. 4 servants adore you. Your eye sees us. Overlook our transgressions. Hear our song, we pray no more, we ask no more. You and we are one. Lord, through us be born. Friday, May 12, 1944. Number 51, Dialogue. Budapest is bombed for the first time. The house just across the street lies in ruin. Day after day, the curious flock by to stare at this sinister sight. Even farmers from the countryside travel into the city just to stare. The 4. The level of reality is still empty. Why do the people stare at what is below? Why is the ruin beautiful to them and not the whole? Why does the foot trample rather than stride? To the many whys there is just one answer. Decide, and the dividing wall will crumble. The old decays, the new bud opens. The force acting in you is united with the whole. The 7 souls of the divine and your souls are one. The one who helps is the 2. The one who speaks is the 4. The one who builds is the 5. The one who shines is the 6. The 1, the 3, and the 7 still linger, but they will come, and what is to be shall be. I wonder when these additional companions will appear to complete our circle. Each level of a soul and the 7 souls united comprise the human being. The 7 souls are 7 limbs. Their union is the seed. Each of the 7 souls acts. The one is eternal. To me. Do you accept the 6? Know that it is pure joy. Yes, I accept the 6. To Joseph. Peace and silence, the 5, descend to earth through you, but only if you hold tight to the earth. Take the hand of the 4, that joy and peace may find their place, for they are held by the middle, by human essence, uniting awareness. To Lily. Love blossoms, the 2. Miracle, the 7 souls stride not in ranks but in the round. They form the rim of a cone whose apex is one. There is no hierarchy, the circle is unbroken. Every cone has an apex. The cone is the way. We sing in the circle, our place, and our eyes converge at the peak. We sing since the time of no time, and is the time of no time, the old, the ancient, and the eternal infant. Wondrous is the divine plan, and thus our song is joyous. The Creator creates the divine plan eternally through us, but without you, nothing can be. Sing with us. The name of your song is still a secret, but what I can say is this. All of creation will sing with you. The song that draws your soul from the earth is neither sad nor serene, long nor short, it is whole. All of heaven, all of earth, the seven united, listen well. Wonder walks among you. It walks in a circle. Join it. The circle narrows. It does not break. Eternity draws near. Faith is no longer needed. Faith is a bridge, and the bridge is space. But the point contains all. Heaven speaks. The earth will receive wings through us and through you. If it speaks through us, we stand on the earth. If we act through you, you receive wings. Thus our serving together endures eternally. After the dialogue, Hanna attempts to transmit her inner perception in a symbolic form. To illustrate, she draws a cone, shown on the previous page. However, she warns us that every diagram can at best only convey a fragment of the experience. Nevertheless, it helps me to understand that each of us has his or her own place within the sevenfold levels of being. 7 levels of equal value, no hierarchy. Friday, May 19th, 1944. Number 52, Dialogue. The center of the sphere is the point. From there, radiates. From there, brings flowers to bloom. Outside, the earth becomes cold and warm. Love wanders homelessly. The sphere is matter, and is the center. Who lives in all, just as we live in you. Measure deceives. Outside, everything becomes cold. Even the warmth of the sun is but reflected light. If your eye looks outward, there is only decay. Everything rots. What is finished is dead. Let your only act be eternal becoming, and that is not outside. If your eye sees, then every obstacle vanishes. The ray of the seven waits only for this. The creation, stone, branch, and horse, all await your becoming one, human. The ray of the fourth level begins to dawn. Like a song from us, it softly ascends in you. Outside, a horrible noise. Inside, silence. Outside, everything crumbles, but inside, the new is formed. Everything waits. The price is great, but only matter is great. The kernel is tiny. The tiniest of all in us is Your eyes look outward, and that is not your task, neither sorrow nor evil nor noise. Do not be shaken. The outside is not your task. Listen only within. Be filled with The space within is easily filled. It is so small. What has no weight cannot be measured. What occupies no space cannot be grasped. It dwells in the tiniest place. Infinity. Today I feel as if I am under a shower, alternating between hot and cold, as I am thrown from one contrast to the next, from outside to inside, from great to small. Curiously, I feel enlivened and eager to encounter new possibilities. The Holy Spirit leads you. The soul of the seventh springs therefrom. The voice of the seventh, still secret. Through you, will speak a new language. The new language gives birth to new ears. You are the sound, you are the pitch. No ears can yet hear the new sound. It begins to vibrate, and matter, the original clay, is shaken. Thus new ears are born. The clay waits, it is inert, but it will come to life, for breathes on it, breathes upon it through you. All shall be born, the earth waits, all will blossom, hardship and tears will cease. All beings bow before the smallest. In the past, the great has been victorious, but from now on it shall be the small. Choose. One or the other. Never ending is the fall of those who strive for greatness. The too much will be taken away, and the great will be cut down. The small will be kept. You stand on a small circle, and that is our joy. Our circle is still smaller, and in us is the smallest of all. The seventh ray is one with the divine and reaches the human soul. Thus, the sphere becomes whole. To become whole, to close the gap. This is the essential act. The wounded feeling heart bleeds, but dawn awakens. The earth will tremble, the wound will close. If you still have questions, your heart will answer. There we dwell. Your place is now very small, but only outwardly, and that is good. Evil encircles you, and its circle is great. It waits for you in vain. Its circle imprisons everything. But the tiny point in the middle opens the gate of heaven. Waits. József and Hanna leave the apartment only when absolutely necessary. All Jews have been required since mid-April to wear the yellow star, which often elicits brutality. For safety's sake, I escort Lily to the dialogues and take her home again afterwards.